Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is March 16th, 2024 and Barcelona are set to face off against Atletico de Madrid tomorrow, and I have all the lowdown for you ahead of that match. Also, Barcelona have started talks with the Royal Spanish Football Federation to discuss the future of Pau Cubarsi, and one more club has joined the race for Mika Faye. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag, and if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for kit bag and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now I begin with the news that Barcelona are set to face off against El Cholo Simeone's Atletico de Madrid tomorrow, Sunday, March 17th, now in what will be a very crucial match in this La Liga race, especially given how La Liga table is currently looking right now, where Real Madrid won their respective match earlier today against Osasuna, and as such, they now have 72 points. Girona dropped points a few hours ago when they lost against Getafe 1-0, so they still have 62 points in second place. Barcelona, of course, have 61 points, and Atletico Madrid are now down to 5th with 55 points. So this will be a very important match where if Barcelona achieve a victory, they will be able to leapfrog Girona to second place. They will also be able to build a bigger cushion between them and Atletico de Madrid. This will be very important in La Liga race title because even if we don't win La Liga race title, we do want to finish at least second place, because if we do, we would qualify to the Spanish Super Cup next season, and that would mean 6 million euros for Barcelona just for participating in the tournament. Of course, there is more money if you do qualify to the final and more money if you do end up winning that entire thing. Now, Xavi Hernandez spoke ahead of tomorrow's match in the pre-match press conference when he said, "Tomorrow is a vital game, like the rest that are left. They are very strong, especially at home. They've been doing very well in recent years. It's a really difficult game. We're in good shape, so are they. It's a ground where Atletico haven't lost in the league since we went there last season. Hopefully, we'll have a good game." Both teams are in very good spirits. Confidence is high. They had an important physical war and have had a day's rest less. We'll see. Our idea and mentality won't change. We're going for the 3 points. So Xavi Hernandez highlighting the difficulty of tomorrow's match. This is of course something that we've come to expect, because during every press conference, Xavi always says that the opposing teams are so good, that their field is so tough, that their coach is so amazing. So at this point, we have come to expect these statements. But of course, this time I do agree with Xavi Hernandez. Tomorrow's match will be a difficult one. Atletico Madrid is always a difficult challenge for Barcelona, and more so when they play at their home stadium at the Wanda Metropolitano, because as Xavi Hernandez has highlighted, Atletico Madrid have not lost a single match this season. So it's definitely going to be a difficult one for Barcelona. Now, Barcelona will have some added benefits tomorrow, where Atletico Madrid have announced that Mario Hermoso, one of their key defenders, is currently injured, so he will not participate in tomorrow's match. And El Cholo Simeone has announced that Antoine Griezmann, who has been their best player this season, is a doubt for tomorrow's match. He's currently not feeling fully fit. Now, the decision has not been finally made, and El Cholo Simeone plans to talk to Antoine Griezmann tomorrow by noon. They plan to sit down to see how the player feels, to discuss what's best for him. So even though it's not for sure that Griezmann will be out tomorrow, he is in doubt, which of course could be a huge boost for Barcelona. Now, Barcelona will have to be careful tomorrow because there are currently 4 players who have accumulated 4 yellow cards, and those players are Andreas Christensen, Robert Lewandowski, Cancelo, Iñigo Martinez, and Oriol Romeo. So I'm sorry, that's 5 players, not 4. And if any of those players receive a yellow card in tomorrow's match, they will receive a 1-match suspension, which would mean that they would miss the next match between Barcelona and Las Palmas. Now, of course, I always do a post-match live analysis as soon as the match is over to review the match. Tomorrow, I will be watching the match at a special event where the Barcelona legend Patrick Kluivert will be present. So I won't be doing the post-match live analysis as soon as the match ends. I will do it, however, once I get home. Now on to the news that Barcelona have began talks with the Royal Spanish Football Federation in order to discuss the future of Pau Cubarsi. Now, as I reported in a previous video, it was being hypothesized that the Royal Spanish Football Federation would want to call up Pau Cubarsi to the national team given the amazing exhibitions that he has been given with Barcelona. And well, lo and behold, the Royal Spanish Football Federation have officially announced that Pau Cubarsi has been called up to the Spanish national team. Of course, we do have a FIFA international break coming up, so Pau Cubarsi is expected to play with the Spanish national team in their friendly matches against Brazil and Colombia, which I think will be pretty entertaining matches to watch. But nonetheless, that does confirm the Royal Spanish Football Federation intention on counting on Pau Cubarsi, which of course is currently worrying Barcelona because the Spanish national team will be participating in the Euros Cup this summer, and they will also gonna be participating in the Olympics game right as soon as the Euros end. So Barcelona are worried that we could have a repeat of Pedri, where Pedri during his first season at Barcelona played all the matches that Barcelona participated in. Then he went with Spain to the Euros. Then he went with Spain to the Olympics, which meant he had absolutely no rest before the following season. And that's when he picked up an injury. And since then, Pedri has been constantly injured. So Barcelona are worried that this might happen to Pau Cubarsi as well. And as such, they have began talks with the Royal Spanish Football Federation in order to see if they can reach some kind of agreement to limit the minutes of Pau Cubarsi, because after all, we cannot forget that Cubarsi is only 17 years old. He might have the skills and talent to play at the highest level. However, he is still a teenager. His body is still developing, so he cannot be overexerted. He cannot be played every minute of every match. If he does, we do risk ruining his career or ruining his physical state, kind of like what happened with Pedri. Now, of course, this will be difficult negotiations for Barcelona because under FIFA rules, Barcelona are obliged to release their players to the national team, and the Spanish national team were of course gonna want to count on Pau Cubarsi. Why wouldn't they? He's showing incredible skill and talent. So it's gonna be very difficult to try to convince the Spanish national team, to go against their own interest and play Pau Cubarsi. But hopefully an agreement can be reached, because again, we cannot repeat the same mistake that we did with Pedri. And speaking of young players being called up to their national teams, it's reported that a new club has joined the race for the 19-year-old Senegalese sensation Mika Faye. Now, Senegal has decided to call up on Mika Faye for this upcoming international break, where Mika Faye will be playing against Gabon and Benin. And it's reported that a new club has joined the race for Mika Faye, who's showing a lot of potential with Barca Athletic, potential that could eventually land in him as to become one of the best center backs in Europe. And this new club is Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Tottenham Hotspur are currently building a project with lots of young talent under Postecoglou, and it seems that they have set their sights on Mika Faye, and they are hoping to make a big offer to Barcelona come this summer transfer market. However, as I've said many times before, at this point, Barcelona are not interested in offloading Mika Faye. They understand how talented and skilled the player is. They understand how much promise he has and how he can become a top-class player in the future. And as such, Barcelona are currently not interested in offloading him. But of course, we'll have to see what kind of offer Tottenham Hotspur make. Perhaps they can change the mind of Barcelona. I hope not, because again, I would hate to see Barcelona to lose one of their most promising young players. Now, of course, Tottenham Hotspur are joining the race, are joining a long list of clubs who are interested in Mika Faye, including Girona in La Liga. There's of course also Lens and Nice and Ligue 1. And again, Barcelona have said no to all these other clubs, including Girona, who might end up reaching a deal with Barcelona for a loan, because if Barcelona do part ways with Mika Faye, they prefer it would be a loan to send him next season to perhaps Girona, where he can play a full season in top division, continue growing and developing, and then counting on his talents the following season. But for now, Barcelona are not willing to let go of the 19-year-old Faye, despite the interest of many European clubs. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, be Scars.